This is a breaking news alert from 24-Hour News 8.
Hello, at 11:15, I'm Leon Hendricks. We're coming on the air to cover a situation that's happening at Ferris State University in Big Rapids. Right now, the campus is covered with police officers as they search for a shooter, a man who they believe shot a Ferris State University student off campus this morning. It's a sensitive situation, we know, but it involves the safety of our students, so we wanted to bring you this update from law enforcement live. Let's go to them and get the latest.
Sure. Sometime after 4 a.m. on today's date, there was a shooting at the Venlo Place apartments, which is just off campus in the Big Rapids area. There was a person who was a Ferris student that was shot. At this time appears to be hit in the arm and the abdomen. That person was taken to the hospital in Big Rapids and then transferred to the Spectrum Hospital in Grand Rapids. An investigation then continued after the initial officer's response. At this time, there's a possible vehicle involved in the shooting. That vehicle is located on campus. We've secured that vehicle and that location. Right now, the Ferris Police Department, the Big Rapids City Police Department, and the Mecosta County Sheriff's Department are all setting what we call a inner and outer perimeter at that area. The State Police Emergency Support Team is here helping us, and they'll be handling the tactical details today. And we hope to be checking that area for that suspect.
Can you tell us again where the shooting location is compared to where campus is, and how you believe this shooter made his way over to that West Campus area?
I would say the shooting location to where possible, and I would say possible suspect vehicle is approximately a mile, maybe a little bit less, maybe 3/4 of a mile. So the shooting location is just off of the Ferris campus proper, as I mentioned, in the Venlo apartments. The vehicle now is on campus. Right now, because of the tactical response of the police, we'd rather not state where the vehicle is, but the vehicle's secure, the area is secure, and we're planning our tactical response.
What do you know about the victim and the suspect in this case? Is the victim a student, their condition, and was there a party going on, or what was taking place that led up to all this, and did he know the suspect? Is the suspect a student?
Don't know. At this point, we don't know who the suspect is. We're working on that. The victim is a student. As I said, the victim's at the Spectrum Hospital in Grand Rapids. We do not know the victim's condition at this time. It would appear a handgun was used in the incident. So at this point, we don't know who the suspect is. We have a description, but we don't know who the suspect is.
Party going on, something like that?
Most likely. We're not quite sure on the details. It sounds like there was a party in the area. Then there was some type of argument or altercation in the parking lot, but that's still not clear.
What are you advising students to do right now, and what are you guys doing to keep the campus secure? Sure.
Immediately this morning, the campus issued a campus-wide and then a community-wide alert. When something like this happens, we have an emergency notification that we do, and that's an alert out to the entire campus community that an incident has occurred. We're advising people to stay in their places of residence right now, to be extra diligent, to keep doors locked, to be observant. Many campus activities have been shut down today. The men's and women's basketball game, the high school hockey game, which was scheduled, and there is a district youth hockey tournament that is being suspended today until 6 p.m. and then we'll reevaluate where we're at with the investigation.
What about the businesses in the area?
We coordinated a message through the City Watch. We are alerting surrounding neighbors and the community of what's going on, because we want to emphasize we have belief that this person may be in a certain location, but we don't have any eyewitness information. So we have two concerns. Number one is to immediately address what we know, where this person might be. As soon as we can determine that that person is or isn't there, if that person isn't there, obviously, then this turns into a much wider search with other implications.
Are you putting out a description right now of that suspect, and what would you tell people if they come across?
I believe that description is on the ferris.edu website, and I would encourage folks to log on to the ferris.edu website for continuing up-to-date information on this. The description is out. It was a black male, dreadlocks, about 6 foot tall, not a heavy build, maybe a 150 to 170 pounds, 20 to 22 years old. That's the description at this time from eyewitnesses.
And I know you're still working on details, but when we hear about shootings near or on a campus, people wonder, is it more of a random act, or does this seem like something where the parties may have had some ongoing conflict or may have known each other?
It's hard to say in this particular case. This is a very safe community. When something like this happens, it's a little shocking to us. We do everything we can to constantly provide a safe community here, but it's Big Rapids. It's a great place to live and go to school. So this isn't something we deal with, all the time. It's hard to say, was this some type of, it does not appear to be some type of random shooting. It appears to have been some type of interaction or altercation, and beyond that, we just don't know.
Do you know if the suspect and the victim know each other? Or?
We don't. We're trying to determine that, and the victim at this time, because of being attended to for injuries, we can't talk to the victim. Until we can do that and further the investigation, we don't know if there was any connection.
Any more questions for Director Borkovich? All right.
Thank you.
And there we have it, the officials at Ferris State University updating the public on what is still a very tense situation as they search for the person who they believe shot another Ferris student. Now, there's still a lot of questions about what's going on there. We don't know the condition of the victim of this shooting. That's the big unknown at this point. We do know that he was shot at an off-campus event, possibly started with some sort of a party there. Now, they are asking that the students on campus stay in place as they try and determine what happened, what's going on, and where this shooter is. Right now, they believe they have him cornered off in the western part of the campus. They've got a building there surrounded by police officers. We've been able to get some video from the scene that shows that. Now, the suspect description, they're saying they're looking for a black male, about 6 foot tall, between 150 and 170 pounds, 20 to 22 years old, and they say he had dreadlocks, or an average build black male with dreadlocks is who they are looking for, but still a very active situation. Now, they have been posting updates on their web page. We've got a link to that at woodtv.com. They just posted an update here a short time ago. They say that all activities on Ferris campus for today have been canceled. Of course, we heard the police official talk about that. There were several sporting events going on, a men's and women's basketball game. Both of those things have been canceled. Now, Mark Thompson, you've been on campus for a couple of hours now. He's on the phone with us now. You were at that press conference. Can you bring us up to speed, Mark, on what you're seeing there as you move about campus?
Well, one thing, Leon, I can tell you is that the weather may have helped out police in this situation because not too many people are out walking around because it's so cold and it's snowing out here. But as you heard, Bruce Borkovich, who's Director of Public Safety at Ferris State University, as he said, that they are asking students to stay inside and out of the area near Campus West apartments. And in particular, we're getting word around Finch Court is where they may be looking for this suspect's vehicle or where he may potentially be hiding out. But again, they're still trying to work out that right now. They haven't located him yet, so the search for him is ongoing. But we did talk to a young woman who was on campus who kind of laid out what university officials and what police have been telling them to do, to see if we can roll that.
They're having our RA sit in front of all the entries to our dorms so nobody can get in. My mom called me a million times because she thought it was me, and I was just like, I didn't think nothing of it until I came down. They're like, well, you shouldn't leave. I'm like, well, I have to go to work, so.
And as you heard her say, the only reason she was out and about is because she had to go to work. Obviously, she has family members back in Grand Rapids, very concerned about her safety and well-being, as most parents would be in this type of situation. But again, that shooting happened just after 4 o'clock this morning at the Venlo apartment complex. It's a newer apartment complex. It won't even pull up when you're trying to put it in on GPS or other applications like that. It's about 2 blocks off of the Ferris State University campus. And that area where they're looking for the suspect and suspect's vehicle is, as soon as you pull into where the main sign is on the Ferris State University campus, it's just over to the right there. So whether he left in a vehicle or somehow on foot, it wasn't a long way for him to have to go, this potential suspect, to get in the area where police are now looking for him. But again, you can always check the campus website for any updates that are going on, Leon.
And of course, we're linking to that. Mark, I want to ask you, are you seeing what kind of police presence are you seeing? Are we talking SWAT teams? Do the police seem to be in an active and an urgent mode?
Not like other scenes that I've seen. They're definitely here, and they're definitely out and about. The location where they're looking for this the suspect is really right next to the public safety department, to the police headquarters. But not only do you see their patrol officers around, and they're blocking off certain streets, particularly where they're looking for the suspect, but you also see some state police vehicles as well. But there are not any flashing lights on. You don't have, you don't see all the SWAT gear and those heavy semi-automatic weapons drawn like you see at some standoff type situations. It really, if you didn't know something was going on and you just drove past through the campus and weren't in that particular area, you really wouldn't know that there's something going on. But the actual shooting itself, they've got that scene blocked off as well, but they're not letting anybody into those apartments or out for that matter. So it is a heavy police presence, but it's just not something that's just noticeable for just the average person driving by. But you can see it if you're looking for it.
Absolutely. All right, Mark Thompson, thank you for your reporting. Of course, we are going to continue to stay on top of this. Again, a tense situation at Ferris State University. A suspect believed to be involved in a morning shooting is at large, and they believe they have him cordoned off in an area. We are going to continue to update this story on woodtv.com as we learn more. We'll break into programming if news warrants. For now, we do want to send things back to regular programming, and of course, we'll keep you posted. Please stay in touch online on Facebook and on Twitter. From the Live Desk, I'm Leon Hendricks. Bye back.